Previously on the Ark of Time.
How about you just tell me what this is all about already?
A treasure hunt through time, if you will.
Time travel, oh man. Whoa, that's a big boat.
Yes, it's Noah's Ark.
It's quite the neat trick.
No, don't you see, we're... Alright, well, we need to get going. Take this pendant for Jessup. He's your traveling companion.
So, let me get this straight. You've come back from the future in order to convince me to join you on a trip through time to find some sort of treasure?
Your quick study, Mr. Jones. Adam the pendant, if you don't mind.
Whoa, where are we?
That water down there is the Red Sea. In a moment, Moses and the Israelites will come down this path, and the way will be made clear for them to cross.
Why did you show us that?
This is only the beginning. You will experience many more difficulties in your quest for the ultimate treasure.
So, shall we begin?
Yes, I'm sending you to a time and place that is very important to all of us. Don't forget that you have everything that you need, and remember Matthew 22:21.
Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's.
I'm afraid we're out of time. Godspeed, gentlemen.
Oh man, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, it's weird, ain't it? I think I'm starting to get used to it, though.
I think I need to lie down.
What? Right here? No, we don't even know where we are.
We're in the desert.
Well, yes, that much is clear. I see some buildings over on the rise there. Can you make it that far?
Yeah, I think so. I'm starting to get less dizzy already.
Alright, let's go then.
I think my hearing is messed up too.
Why?
It's so quiet.
Now that you mention it, it is rather still out here.
I wonder where we are.
You mean when we are?
That too.
Hey, Reverend? You aren't some sort of language expert by chance, are you?
I like to think I have a way with words.
No, I mean, like other languages.
Oh. Well, I know some Greek and a bit of Hebrew from seminary, but I wouldn't say I'm bilingual or anything. Why?
Well, so far I've been to Noah's Ark and the parting of the Red Sea. I have a hunch that whenever we are, it's probably pre-English.
Ah, yes, I see your point. That may have been a good thing to ask the British fella before he disappeared.
Well, he did say that we would have everything we need.
Check your pockets.
I don't have any. I'm just wearing dirty sheets as far as I can tell.
I've got some sort of a leather pouch.
And?
Some silver coins. And gold! Hallelujah, I'm feeling better already.
Great. So we can buy stuff with sign language.
Good point.
We'd better figure something out before we get into town.
What about this necklace thing?
I would prefer to call it a pendant if that's all the same to you. And that's to allow us to travel through time, supposedly. I'm not sure what the symbols mean, though.
Well, I recognize some of them.
And you're just now telling me?
I didn't have a chance to look at them before.
Well, what do they say then?
I don't know exactly, but this circle with a line through it, it's the Greek letter theta. And the one across from it is Hebrew, I think.
And the other three?
Not sure. This one over here that looks sort of like a W is possibly Hebrew as well, although it's shaped a bit odd. You know, these almost look like buttons on here. I wonder what happens if Pia Thete Autoto Kumpi.
Where did that come from?
Jana Milise Mesa, some other language.
That's better.
Now I can understand you. That sounded like Greek. I thought you didn't know any other languages.
Actually, I think you were speaking Greek.
What?
And now we both are.
Nonsense. This is clearly English.
Right. But you pushed the little circle one, didn't you?
The theta? Yes, but...
And then you started talking gibberish. I pushed the same one, and now... we can understand each other.
I don't follow.
I think when you push the Greek letter, your speech is translated into Greek and you hear Greek as English.
So when we both push Greek, we speak Greek and hear it as English?
Exactly.
And I guess that solves our language problems then.
It seems that way.
That's pretty nifty.
Yeah, it is. Now, the question is, what language do they speak in this town?
Well, judging by the 2 previous destinations, I'd probably say Hebrew.
Which is what button?
The one that sort of looks like a lowercase n.
All right.
Can you understand me?
Yeah. You?
Yes, let's hope this works.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what town this is?
Me and you. Are you Yehudi?
This doesn't seem to be working, Jessup.
Try the funny-looking W. You speak Aramaic?
Of course, you are Jewish, no?
No, but we are schooled in Hebrew.
Ah, I see. You are obviously visitors. Have you traveled far?
You could say that.
Have you come to pay the tax?
Tax?
Yes, you're here for the census, are you not?
Oh, yes, of course, but we're unsure of our exact plans at the moment. Is there an inn close by?
Just up the road as you come into town.
Thank you. Aramaic?
Yes, that's why I thought the symbol looked like Hebrew. They are very similar languages and use essentially the same letters. Since we could only understand some of his words, I figured that it must be something related to Hebrew.
I see.
We should watch our step, though.
Why's that?
If we're speaking Aramaic, then the Romans are likely the ones collecting the taxes. They don't play nice.
Welcome. You've traveled far, I presume. You need a place to stay, yes?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
I have the only inn in town.
All right, how much for a room?
3 denarii, a very good price.
Jessup, I don't think we should be spending our money just yet. We could come back later.
I have only 1 room left, and it is getting late.
We don't know how long we're going to be stuck here. For all we know, it could be days or even weeks.
I tell you what, since it is my last room and I'm tired, I'll give you the room for 2 denarii. That's practically giving it away. What do you say?
How much do we have?
7 plus the gold coin.
All right, fine.
We'll take it.
Right this way, gentlemen. It's the last room on the right. Let me know if I can help you with anything else.
Thank you.
It's not much.
It's better than sleeping with the pigs.
I suppose.
Now, it's nearly sundown. Let's get some rest. There's not much that can be done tonight. They don't have streetlights or anything, remember?
All right. Let's work on a plan, though. What was that verse again?
Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's.
It's been a while, so correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that related to paying taxes?
Yes, that's correct. They were trying to trick Jesus by asking him whether or not it is lawful to pay taxes to Caesar.
Okay, this is easy then. We pay the tax.
Pay the tax? Yes, that's it. We pay the imperial tax to Caesar and the temple tax to God.
Temple tax?
Yes, it was sort of like a forced offering.
Huh. What a surprise. A church stealing money.
Now, I'll have you know that offerings are completely voluntary and confidential at my church.
Well, that's just peachy then, ain't it?
Of course, we'll have to change our money, though.
What for?
Well, the temple tax was paid with a half shekel. We can't use the denarius. The church won't take Roman coins.
And just how many denarii is a half shekel?
Depends on the person doing the changing. Sometimes they charged a large fee.
Great. So not only do they force you to give an offering, they charge a fee to convert your money to the correct currency. That's quite a racket.
You're not a big fan of the church, are you?
Not especially, no.
Why not?
I'm just not into the whole let's all get together and sing Kumbaya so we can feel good about ourselves thing.
Is that what you think church is?
Basically.
Son, it is much more than just making
You know,
ourselves.
I really don't feel like arguing about it right now. Let's just get some sleep.
All right. Good night.
Yep. Where am I?
Bethlehem, actually.
What? Oh, right. Time travel. I thought maybe this was all a weird dream.
Nope, it's real, all right.
So, Bethlehem?
Yes, I spoke with the innkeeper this morning.
Isn't Bethlehem where Jesus was born?
Yes, or will be born. I haven't quite figured out when we are yet.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hard to get used to the idea that certain things haven't happened yet.
Technically, we haven't even been born yet. Figured that one out.
I would prefer not to concern myself with those issues. I'll just go with the idea of anything is possible through God and put my trust in Him.
Whatever you say, preacher.
You hungry?
Yeah, starving.
Here, I took the liberty of acquiring us some breakfast.
Thanks. So, how much of our money did you spend on this sorry excuse for bread?
Just a denarius. It's one of those silver coins. I'm pretty sure I got ripped off, but oh well. It's not like it's all money.
So, we're down to 4?
And the gold coin.
Right. I hope that's enough for the tax.
It is. I inquired about that as well. The tax to Rome, or Caesar, is 2 denarii apiece. I'm not sure how much the gold coin is worth, but it should be plenty to cover the temple tax.
Okay. Should we get going then?
Yes, I would prefer not to be stuck here at night with no money and no place to stay.
Finally, we agree on something.
Good day, gentlemen. Good luck with the taxes.
Thanks.
And thank you again for your hospitality.
Will you be returning again this evening?
No, probably not. We plan to conclude our business this morning and be on our way.
Very well then, come back anytime.
Thank you. So, which do you want to pay first?
Let's get the imperial tax out of the way. Then we'll head over to the temple.
Works for me. So, before you came to see me, when was the last time you were in a temple or church?
Actually, I've never been in a church before, and I won't be for several thousand years. Remember?
You know what I mean.
I don't know. It's been a while. So what?
But you used to go.
When I was a kid. Didn't really see the point of it after that.
Yes, that's a common occurrence.
Not surprising.
Do you pray, Adam?
What?
When was the last time you talked to God?
Right, because God really wants to talk to someone like me.
You know the Bible says...
This must be the place. Those have got to be the Romans.
Yes, I believe they are.
Well, now's the time for one of those prayers of yours, Reverend.
Indeed, let's just keep our heads down and try to blend in.
Works for me. You know, I'm surprised at how easy this was, actually.
What do you mean?
I mean, the clue seems pretty straightforward. They give us the money. All we do is come down here and pay the Romans? Seems too easy.
There was nothing easy about sleeping in that room last night.
Used to a life of leisure, eh?
I'm used to a real mattress, and the starlight shining through the window seemed unnaturally bright last night.
It makes sense. There's no pollution.
Yes, I suppose.
I woke up at one point and I thought I could hear singing outside of town.
Well, it could have been the shepherds. Many of them are musicians. David played the harp, you know.
We'll take your payment another way then.
No, please!
Don't worry. I'll be gentle.
Hey, what's your problem?
Adam, stay out of it.
What did you say?
I said, leave the lady alone.
Why don't you mind your own business before you get hurt?
What did she ever do to you?
She's refusing to pay the tax.
No, I will pay. I just don't have the money right now.
Well, then consider this a late charge.
Wait! I'll pay the tax.
Adam! Fine. Just as soon as I'm done with her.
Hold on. I think I know how to persuade you. Jessup, give me the gold coin.
What? Adam, we need that
Come on, Reverend. You do know what he's going to do to her, don't you?
Adam, that's how life is for these people. It's not our place to interfere
Either
with...
you give it to me, or I'm taking it. It's up to you.
Fine. Here.
Let me buy her from you. Here's for her tax, and this is for your trouble.
All right, fine. She's yours.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, ma'am.
Great. Now what are we gonna do?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Please, come with me. You look hungry. My father will give you food.
Thanks, but we have other matters to attend to.
Please, I insist. He will reimburse you for your lost funds.
So you really do have the money then?
Yes, I just forgot to bring it with me to town today. I've been a bit preoccupied this morning. My brother just had a baby last night and...
Ah, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Is that not a good thing?
Well, he is not married, and
I see.
he arrived with his fiancée late last night, and my father would not let him in the house. He says that Joseph is no longer his son. She had the baby in the barn.
Did you say Joseph?
Yes, why?
Is his fiancée Mary by chance?
Yes, do you know them?
Well,
We know of him, though we've never actually met.
Then you must come with me. They would be pleased to have some visitors.
I suppose we could spare a few minutes.
I'm sorry, Jessup, but I'm afraid your time here is nearly at an end.
What? Oh, you again.
But we haven't completed our task yet.
Miss, please give your best to Joseph and Mary, and tell them to take good care of that little boy. He's going to be something special.
And here, take these 2 coins. I know it's not much, but it should get them a room at the inn for tonight. It's better than the barn anyway.
Thank you, but they tried the inn last night. They had no rooms.
Try again. I have a feeling one has just recently become available.
Thank you again. For everything. Now I must be going.
No problem.
And steer clear of the Romans.
I will.
Look, man, I know we deviated from our task, but there were extenuating circumstances.
He really was doing the right thing this time.
Indeed he was.
So I'm not gonna get run over by a chariot or anything?
Certainly not. This time you did precisely what I asked of you.
I don't understand. We lost all of our money and didn't pay either of the taxes.
Who said anything about paying taxes?
Well, the verse, render unto Caesar and render unto God, that was about paying taxes to Caesar and offerings to God.
Really? It's that simple, is it?
Well,
Then what was it about?
Mr. Jones, do you recall the parable of the sheep and the goats?
I know that one.
You do?
Yeah, sheep go to heaven and goats go to hell, right?
That is part of it, yes.
You know that one?
Yeah, it's in a song.
But what did the sheep do that the goats did not?
Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me.
Spot on, Mr. Jones.
That's great. But what does it have to do with giving to Caesar or God?
The righteous asked the king, "When did we see you hungry or thirsty or sick or in prison?" And the king responded,
Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters, you did for me.
So, what you're saying is, our task was to help that woman. And by helping that woman, we were helping God?
"Very good, Mr. King, and you performed beautifully, even when your partner here tried to stop you."
Well, you see...
No matter, you will have plenty of time to redeem yourself with the tasks you have before you. Are you prepared for your next destination?
I don't know. Sure. Why not?
Where are we going?
You'll be headed a bit further back in time, more than a millennium, in fact.
What, creation?
No, Adam, not that far. A godly man named Joshua could use your help.
You mean the Joshua?
Yes, that's the one. Any other questions before you leave?
Well...
Good. Here you go then. Tonight's episode of the Ark of Time was written by Scott Strosahl. Jessup Jones and Adam King were performed by Steve Rimpici and Greg Kilberger. Additional voices were provided by Michael Helgens and
Kasey.
Strosahl, and the music was courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. Until next week, thank you for listening, and good night from Stroby Studios.